Warning. This video contains adult humor, graphic dialogue, and certain material which some may find offensive. This video is a form of art intended for entertainment purposes only and not for children or easily offended viewers. The jokes and verbiage used in this performance do not represent the views or beliefs of the actor portraying them. Your discretion is highly advised.
You guys ever look at all your nice shit and think, damn, look at all that nice shit. I should share that. Well, not like share. I'm not gonna give you assholes my shit. My shit, my asshole. But I was thinking more kind of like a show and tell sort of thing, you know? That way, for a brief moment in time, I could feel materially superior. That is until I see some youngster post about how his daddy bought him a Mercedes for his 16th birthday, and then I will fall back into a deep, dark depression. But for now, zip your lips, sit your asses down, pretzel style, and listen up to the Jony Jaws Show and Tell. So, I'm just going to run through my collection and show you guys some of my favorite pieces in no particular order. I mean, I say that, but inevitably the OCD will kick in and I will, of course, save my favorites for last. Alright, now that all the buyer beware bullshit is behind us, let's get drunk and fool around. First up, we have my novelization collection, which includes the original Jaws novel, the novelization of the Jaws 2 film based off of the original screenplay, as well as the Jaws the Revenge novelization, also based off of the original screenplay. Now, while the original film is superior to the original novel, I would say, these two novelizations based off of the original scripts for their respective films are better than the films that they are based off of, in my personal opinion. So if you have a chance to pick these bad boys up and read them, they're definitely worth a read. They're wild rides, a lot of fun. Next up is my Beaches Closed sign that I got for my birthday a couple years back. My buddy Brian Calvert, who is a graphic designer, painstakingly recreated this for me, like down to the detail of the color of the paint. He did a lot of research, and it probably is like the starting thing that really got me like to really want to obsess and start collecting stuff. Just having this piece right here is really cool, and yeah, man, I fucking love it. So here we have my Jaws mask. Trick or Treat Studios released this a handful of years ago. This thing is super cool. See the tank right there, and there's a hand popping out there. It's a great mask, great quality, and I've used it many a time in videos and pictures and shit. So this bad boy here is like, I don't know, I guess you call it like a little ornament. It is the raft that Alex Kittner was writing. You can see the bite marks here. The cool thing about this is that like the water around it is, you know, really the shark coming up to bite it. You kind of see the details right there. It's really cool. I got it at Monsterpalooza this year. I honestly don't remember the artist who designed it. I should have grabbed a card. There's no label or anything like that on here, but it's just a cool little piece, and when I saw it, I had to get it just because it's so unique. Next we have pretty much a necessity for any Jaws collectors, the Quint from NECA that came out last year. I have left him in his packaging. I know a lot of people like took him out and played with them, but he sits on top of my mini fridge, helping keep my beers cool. Then I have my Jaws movie collection. This is not the film collection itself. This is my actual collection of Jaws films, my copies of them. First and foremost, I have the 30th edition that is still sporting the holographic look that came out with the 25th anniversary. This is the cover of Jaws that I was first introduced with when I saw the 25th anniversary edition. I used to just stare at this thing for days. I love this version of this cover. It's cool. I love the darkness and how the shark is coming out of the darkness. I think it's super cool. I've always been a big fan of this one, and yeah, so I'm happy to have this in my collection. Then we have the first Blu-ray release that they did, like back in like 2012, I believe is when they released this. So it's the Universal 100th anniversary release, which is super cool. Happy to have that. We have the 4K release that came out back in 2020, I believe. Super happy to have that. 4K is cool. I like that it comes with a little booklet. I think so does my other DVD. Can't have enough books on Jaws. Then there's the steel case for the 4K release. Saw this, needed it, couldn't live without it. And then finally I have my VHS box Blu-ray release. I think Target did this a handful of years ago. I love anything retro. This is just super cool to have, and yeah, man, it's pretty freaking rad. After the movies, we have the mugs. This is my coffee mug collection. My wife and I, we are always picking up some sort of cool horror coffee mug, and Jaws is no exception. Any cool Jaws mug I really have to have. Universal Studios just always putting out some cool stuff. This big one is my favorite. I only use it on my days off because I'm weird and OCD like that, and it's special. So it is my coffee mug for my days when I am not working, and I'm always excited to drink coffee out of it. Movies, mugs, and magnets. So I have a couple of cool magnets that go on my mini fridge. This one my wife got me for Father's Day this year. Love the original poster, and it's just very cool. I think Universal just released these. They also released this really cool bottle opener that I saw and just thought was rad, and it was actually Brian who told me. I was like, I don't know what these little nubs are on the back, and he's like, well, is it a magnet? And I was like, I don't know. And then he takes it and he puts it on my mini fridge, and my mind was fucking blown. So yeah, magnets, bitch. Then we have really my second favorite piece that I have gotten. It is the Jaws tiki mug from Mondo News. You see the orca right there. The shark just looks fucking savage and terrifying as hell. Comes with a little stir stick with the Jaws logo, and then, you know, Chrissy swimming up there. Just a fucking gorgeous piece. Very happy with this purchase. And then we have the crown jewel of my collection. It is the hardback cover of Peter Benchley's original novel. I originally thought this was a first edition. Turns out it is not. So was a little bit bummed to find that out. However, the thing that I like most about this is I've always loved the simplicity of this cover. When they would show it in the making of documentary behind Peter Benchley, I was always really curious what that picture was behind him. And then when I found out that it was the cover for the original hardback, it was always my goal to get one. Eventually, one day, I hope to have a first edition. That would be super cool. But for now, this piece is really special to me. Like I said, I've always loved this cover, the simplicity. You don't even see the water line, you just see the swimmer, and little to no detail on the shark makes it creepier to me. It almost reminds me of the white whale from Moby Dick, which obviously this novel takes a lot of inspiration from. It's a great piece to have if you can get this book. I highly recommend having it. It's just so fucking cool. Well, that about does it for this episode of the Johnny Jaws Show. Thank you for watching. I hope you crazy kids enjoyed checking out some of my favorite collectibles. And if you did, well, who knows? Maybe there'll be another show and tell in the future. I definitely have a lot of Jaws shit on pre-order. Do not tell my wife. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Don't forget to keep kicking and let Polly do the printing. Farewell and adieu, fuckers.